Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Mythlok with your host Nitin Nair. Before we begin our episode, I would like to extend a huge thank you to all our subscribers who have been helping us in creating content, in discussing a lot of things on the community, as well as giving us guidance and corrections when we go wrong. It is this feeling of a community and a common goal that has kept us on this journey despite all the hiccups that we've had to face in the past. And a special shout out to our member Joel Stevens, who's been supportive for 7 months and has been helping us in creating the kind of content that we do. A small request to our listeners and viewers right now. We know that 90% of you haven't subscribed to the channel. Just one click from your end can go a long way in convincing the YouTube algorithm that this channel needs to be seen by more. Thank you so much. So just press that subscribe button and help us along our journey. In today's episode, we will be looking at Vietnamese mythology, which we haven't spoken about in quite a while. The character that we are speaking about today is a demigod of sorts and is associated with business and martial arts. This is none other than Tan Vien Son Thanh. One of the 4 immortals of Vietnamese mythology is Tan Vien Son Thanh, also known as Son Thanh. He is regarded as a god of the mountain range, Ba Vi, and is one of the figures in the romance of Son Thanh and Thuy Thanh, who is referred to as the god of the water and the mountain. Most temples in Vietnam are dedicated to him. At first, Tan Vien was a mountain god who was worshipped to protect the people. By the time of the Van Lang state, he had become the most popular deity in the region. He was also revered by the people in the Kin and Muong villages in Son Tay, Phu Tho and Vien Phuc. In the Dai Viet period, Tan Vien Son Thanh's merits and virtues were further enhanced so that he became more and more human and more holy, becoming one of the 4 immortals of the Vietnamese people, including Chu Dong Tu, Tan Yong and Liu Han. Tan Vien Son Thanh is always depicted as a wise individual who was physically strong as well. According to legend, his brothers and uncles were the supreme spirit gods of the people, and there are 4 shrines dedicated to him in these areas. Based on the folk tales about Thuy Thanh and Son Thanh, combined with the stone of the Lang Shuang temple, people believe that Tan Vien was the eldest son of a couple from the Yen Luong commune in the district of Phu Tho. After her husband suspected her of being an accomplice to an illicit affair, the lady left to seek refuge at the Dar River. Upon reaching Trung Nhan's village, she gave birth to a boy named Tan Vien. Ma Thi Cao adopted Tan Vien Son Thanh from the mountain of Ngoc Tan, and he was then sent to study at Tan Vien Mountain. After a long and distinguished life, he returned to the Tan Mountain and lived with his wife, Princess Nguyen Qua. There are still many shrines and temples dedicated to various generals who performed noteworthy deeds during the war between Thuc and Hung dynasties, mostly located in the Vien Phuc, Ha Tay and Phu Tho. The people prayed to Tan Vien for guidance and protection. He was shown to be a wise and carefree individual who did not care about fame. He was regarded as a saint by the people and ascended to the throne above the king. Tan Vien Son Thanh is believed to have been born named Nguyen Tuan and is popularly known as Son Thanh. According to legend, Nguyen Tuan or Tan Vien Son Thanh was taught how to perform martial arts by a fairy from the upper realm who was located in the Tan Mountains. Through his teacher, he became a skilled martial artist. Before going back to heaven, the Ong fairy gave Nguyen Tan a magic stick with the heads of death and birth. The birth head can be used to heal people or things when pointed. It will immediately bring back the person or thing to life. On the other hand, the head of death can kill or destroy mountains, citadels, and even living people. People still hold festivals to imitate the ways of doing business that were taught by Son Thanh. They also express gratitude for his teachings and is regarded as a saint for uplifting the lives of people. Duc Tan Vien was ordained by many kings to show respect and honor. The people have reverenced the generous spirit of Duc Tan Vien Son and have written numerous works about him, and some of these are Viet Dien U Lin, Lin Nam Chi Squai, Tan Tong Di Ki Tuan Tu. First of all, apologies if I've mispronounced anything from the Vietnamese culture, and please do correct me if we have gone wrong in any of the pronunciations in the comments below. Characters that are considered to be immortals or who have emerged from being mortals is a common element in many mythologies from around the world. This is especially common in Asian mythologies, where the concept of a demigod is more pronounced as a person who is more powerful than a human being but not as powerful as a god. We'll be looking into a lot more demigods in the days to come, and until then, this is your host Nitin Nair, signing out by reminding you once again that Mythlok is the home of mythology.